That would be to start him outside and start Mike Daniels inside. Mike's had a real good camp, followed up a good spring with a good camp.
How has he responded to making that transition going back to end?
Christian, he's been fine. You know, he's a real versatile guy mentally and physically, and I think he'll be just fine out there. So, you know, I think it's going to probably be part of our rotation throughout the season. I can foresee that just because of the way Mike Daniels has come on. So I think we've got some good flexibility, and that's a healthy thing.
And what does that say to you about just Christian's versatility, being able, to play when you need him to play tackle when you need to get?
I'll tell you, I was really impressed a year ago, and actually a year ago spring when he moved inside. There was a Kodak moment a year ago spring, not this past spring, where he and Clayborn both jumped down inside there during one of our practices. We had a couple injuries, and those guys, without anybody saying anything, they just jumped in there so we could keep going. And it was a pretty good indication they were both thinking right, and they've been that way ever since. So Christian's just been very accommodating. He works hard wherever he lines up, and if we needed Adrian inside, I'm sure he'd do the same thing.
When that decision was made to move Christian down and not Adrian, was there talk of moving Adrian down, or was that one of the good moves you didn't make?
No, not really. It just that's the way it worked, and if we're that smart to take credit for it, it's just how it worked out.
What's the status of Sean Prater? Does he have a chance?
Although he'd probably play pretty well inside too.
Yeah,
Adrian would, I think. But as far as we're hopeful. We'll see what happens.
You talked about Greg Castillo a little bit last year. Looked inexperienced at times, but it really seems to have come on. And
yeah, I think he's a year older now, and he's had a lot of time and repetition with the first and second team defense. And Greg's a real sharp guy, a very detailed guy, and he'll give himself every chance to play well out there. And certainly, I think the experience level is a little bit higher now than it was a year ago. So we're optimistic about his play.
How's Adam Guest come along?
He's had a good camp. He's had a good camp, and hopeful to reflect that. The big thing for him, he played pretty well at times last year when he was in their Arizona game early in the season, first couple 3 weeks, I guess is more so. Big thing, challenge for him has been consistency, and I think that's the biggest thing we noticed when camp got going was that he really seemed like he had really leveled out his play and was doing a good job consistently. So I think we're optimistic he's going to have a real good couple of years here.
Are you settled with your 5 starters on the offensive line? Do you feel there's still possibility for movement and shuffle?
I think we're fairly settled, and injuries always play into everything. We've got a couple guys nicked up right now, so we'll see how the week plays out. But the picture becomes more clear, I think, with each day. And that being said, though, we're still trying to decide a few things. But I think we have a pretty good idea who our top 7 are for sure, and then then after that it's a little bit cloudier.
How about Zeus